So now we're going to do part 2 of, we're going to make the game part. Now I just want to tell you, I actually got a needle, a pin and some toothpicks, and I tried to redo the shade. I like the way the pin works better, but I'll show you later. But to be honest with you, it hurt my finger punching the holes with the pin, like holding the other end of the pin even though it's flat. I hope you can see the pin. It's just a regular pin. So I would probably, if I wanted to use this worked the best, but I need to get a thimble. That's one of those things that you put over your finger when you're sewing to protect your finger, because it hurt me. It hurt my finger after a while punching it. Okay, so now for the game part. So let me get out all my pieces. So I need the brads. Those are these. Take them out of the case. You take out of the bag. And the, okay, scratchy pads. So scratchy pads. This is like sandpaper, so you could probably use sandpaper for that. Okay, so, and again, I'm putting them, I like to lay out my supplies exactly the way it is in pictures, because it helps me stay organized, and then I know I have everything. So I'm just going to copy the way it's set up in the picture. So here's my brads. I need these pieces, and again, please feel free to fast forward through any stuff that gets too boring to sit here and watch me do. Okay, so I need this piece, and I need a piece that it looks like holes in it, so this one, and some wires, which are here. So these are other wires. They have like a thing with a hole in one end, and then they have the little paddle thingy on the other end. Okay, and now I need the foam tape. So this other stuff that I'm not using yet, I'm going to put back in the bag just to keep it organized. This is, make sure that your pets or your little brothers and sisters don't get this stuff. This keeps moisture from building up, but it's not so great if people eat it. Okay, so the foam tape is here. The scratchy pads are here. I don't need the pen. And let's see what else. I need these things, which looks like they punched out the dividers, so I'm going to punch those out now. And it says a paper towel, which I do have a paper towel, which I will just grab. And I don't know if there's this other one here too, this fatter divider. I don't know if I need that one, because I'm looking at the pictures and it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll put this close in case I need it. What I'm noticing is that these are sticky. So I want to make sure that, oh, I see what happened. This has, these are like stickers, and I missed one of the things. So one of these has a sticky part that's exposed. Whoops. Wow. Of course I stuck it to something, so I'm going to try to put this on here just because you want it to stay sticky. Okay, so be careful when you punch those out. Make sure you get the covering for the sticky part when you punch them out. Okay, put this aside. I'm putting these back in the box for right now. I think I have everything. So I'm looking at my picture, and I have the paper towel, these, this, the brads, this piece here, that piece there, and the wires. Okay. So step 1, find the circuit board and flip it so the lines are on the bottom. So this is a circuit board, and you want it this way. Poke a brad through one of the holes in the board. So I'm poking it from the bottom. And you can actually see there's a little round circle there that matches. So now I have the brad, the pointy things are coming through, and the circles on the other part. Use the game board to flatten the legs. Okay, so we're not separating these, we're pushing them down. So it's saying use this piece to kind of push it down hard. You can, if you want these. It says try standing up to press down. So you want this as flat as possible. If you stand up, you're going to be putting more weight on it. Just be careful, you don't want to break the board. Okay. Press down hard. Step 4, repeat for all the other holes. So I'm just going to do the same thing with all the other brads. Push it through. I'm going to push them all through first, and then I'm going to press them down. You can do it however you want. You can put them individually. I think I'm probably pressing them down about as far as I can go. It has a picture in the instructions, right? So they come up a little bit. You can't get them 100% flat, but you can. So you can get them better. And if you know, or you can, if you can't get them, pretty much you can see that they come up a little bit, but they're pretty flat. But you don't want them sticking up. Okay, and in the picture it shows they're up a little bit. Okay, so I got all those, and then they say we don't need this. Okay, so slide the ring ends of 2 wires onto the outside brad. So the outside brads are these ones. So the ring end of the wire, so we're going to slip that on that one, and this one on this one. Uh-oh. Getting my supplies pretty messed up. Okay, this we don't need right now. Okay, so the wires should point inward. Okay, so we want to make an X with the wires. We need them to point inward. And they have it on top of the other brads. So like this. And make an X. Usually when you're doing stuff with electronics, you don't want, oops. You don't want the ends of the wires to touch each other, which is, they actually have theirs in the opposite direction. They have this one on the other side, so I'm going to switch mine. I don't think it matters, but like I said, I try to make my stuff look like the pictures. So this one has the paddle part there. In the picture, the paddle part's on that side, and the one that it sticks it is on this side. And these wires are across the other brads. So I have an X. Okay, stick the phone tape over the wires and brads to hold them in place. So that's this. So again, this is like a sticker that you get at school. It has a little backing on it, which I can't peel off now because I just broke off all my fingernails. So you might need to get somebody to help you with that. But this is going to hold the wires down and the brads down. And you might need a second person to help you with this, like hold it while you put the foam on, or that might happen. Since I'm just here by myself, and cats are not very helpful with this kind of thing. So it's not going to lay perfectly flat, but if you smash it down, you basically just want it holding the brads down and holding the wires so they don't uncross. Okay, so this is pretty close to the picture, so I'm good. Okay, step 7, flip the circuit board back over and use the scratchy pads to scuff. I'm going to bend this wire a little bit so it's not pointing at the other one. To scuff the 4 brads. Okay, so sometimes when you do that, there's a coating on these things that we need to get off so they conduct electricity better. So that's why we're scuffing it. We do that sometimes with other stuff. We use sandpaper. This is fine. And then the paper towels to wipe off the fuzz, because you're going to have, so basically these brads have a little bit of a coating on them that you don't want. You want the metal to be able to be through so you conduct electricity better. And you'll see, I can't really show you in here, but you'll see scratches on the brads, and they won't look as shiny anymore. I don't know if you can tell in this picture, but there's little scratches on them. I don't know if that's going to work. There's little scratches on it, and they're not so shiny anymore. I don't have any more of these things at home that I can show you the difference. But and then they're just saying use a paper towel to wipe off any fuzz that might be on it. Okay, uh-oh, the cat's getting interested now. Okay, so, and the picture kind of shows you. Okay, so step 8, peel off the backing on the dividers. That's these. Remember the one I had? This is the one where the backing came off. And stick them to the matching shape. So we're just going to put these things on these long rectangles. Okay, Charlie, you're going to have to not come over here. Okay, and so, uh-oh, I have a little bit of a cat problem now. Charlie, no. Okay, so again, you can tell what to do if you want to fast forward to this part of the video where I'm just putting all these in. I'm trying to be really careful and be inside the lines. You want to try as much as possible not to have to pull this stuff up again. I'm going to pick this up so I can do this a little better. And one more. Okay, and again, I want to move all this garbage away from my work area. So I'm going to put my little garbage pieces in the box. I don't think I need these scuffy pads anymore. So I'm going to put those back in the box. Okay, stop and check. So they want to make sure, you have to make sure these dividers are up. They shouldn't be flat. They should be tall. But, Charlie, please. Be careful if you have pets. I can't really lock him in the other room, or I would, because this is way too interesting for cats. You know, it makes it hard to work if your cats or dogs or whatever are getting very interested in it. Okay, so now we have the circuit board. So the game frame. So we're going to use this. Oh, Charlie, come on, please stop. Nope. So I'm going to lay out my supplies just like it is in the picture. So I got the circuit board, I got the pieces, the frame pieces, yikes. Okay, it's these two. The black rings, The black rings are in this little bag. So these are O-rings, that's what they're really called. Okay, so the O-rings, so I got the circuit board, this, O-rings, and the connector, which is this tube. And then the screws, which are these two. The M piece, which is, you can tell because, nope, Charlie, because it looks like an M. Stop. Sorry, guys. It looks like an M. And the stick, which is a stick. There's actually 3 sticks and some other stuff, but right now, and rubber band. There's 2 rubber bands, but it just says 1, so I'm just laying out my supplies the way it is in the directions. So, step 1. Match tab A on the circuit board. So, again, I'm putting it the same way. Oh, there's a little A and B, so that helps a lot. The B is hard to see, but here's the A. It says match tab A, so this is A, because there's a little A there. With, okay, so this tab is going to go in here. In the, oh, sorry, frame piece says A. Oh, I did the right one. So there's the A. So make sure you match A with A. So then we'll look at the other frame piece. I suspect it's going to be B with B. Make sure the wires point up like this. Okay, so this is, again, I'm reading the directions and trying to make sure that my thing looks the same as the directions. So the wires want to be pointed this way towards short end of this long piece. Okay, I like these directions because they make you stop and check along the way. Hook the black ring around the tab to hold it in place. So then you're going to stretch this black ring, and that's going to hold it there. Oh, much better, because it was too loose before. Okay, and now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. You have a B here and a B here. So we're going to match the B, and you can put this one down now. You can do that. And then we're going to put the O-ring on here. And so these should be together. That's pretty sturdy. Then you're going to take the M piece and you're going to put it into the circuit board. And it looks like you're putting these legs of the M in between these dividers that we put in there. And just make sure they're all the way straight up. You don't want it like to bend over when you do it. So make sure they're straight. So be careful at the beginning, and that you're not like pulling it off the board, and then once it's in there pretty flat, then you should be able to slide it down like that. Okay, so far so good. Looks like the picture. Now, okay, so now it says, so I'm going to turn it this way so it still looks like the picture. So for me, and that's just me, I need to always make it look like the picture so I know I'm doing it right. Okay, so now they switched the orientation of the picture in here, so I turned it to look like the picture. It says turn the frame so the tabs and the black rings are closest to you. So yes, these are closer to me. This way they would be farther away from me. Okay, find the circle-shaped holes. Okay, so there's the circle-shaped holes. Okay, so we're going to put this piece, because this is going to hold the frame apart, and then we're going to put these little screws in. Find this, turn the frames, twist the screw into each end. Line up with the connector. So what I like to do is not put it all the way in. Just start it on each side and then tighten it. So then I can tighten it from both sides. And you're just going to be tightening this with your fingers. So this is going to hold it. And you can see what it looks like on the bottom too. If you have a hex wrench, your parents will know what this is, you could use a hex wrench to tighten it much tighter than this. But this should be tight enough, honestly. You don't want to over tighten this, and also this is plastic and your hex wrench might strip it. So if you want to take it, when you want to take it apart, I think you're going to need a hex wrench to take it apart. I don't see one in the box, so they didn't give you that. But a lot of parents will have a hex wrench around the house, like with their tools. Okay, it's called a hex wrench because there's 6 sides, like a hexagon. It is a hexagon. Okay, so screw into each end. Step 6, poke a stick through the oval holes. Okay, so these are ovals. So poke a stick through the oval holes in the middle of the frame. You can see there's these. They're not talking about those. They're talking about the ones in the middle. Okay, so I did that. Hook the rubber band onto one end of the stick. So hook it on one end of the stick. Now it says stretch it through the frame. So this means we're going inside here. And we want to go, oh, whoa. We want to go through the inside of the frame to the other end of the stick. So it's going over these bumpy things. It should look like that. And so that's going to kind of hold the stick in place. And hook it to the other end of the stick. Make sure the loops stay under the stick. Yeah, you want to make sure that this stays underneath. Okay, so far so good. This is pretty, it's not shaky or anything. It's pretty sturdy, so that's awesome. Okay, lift the sides of the rubber band and set them in between. Oh, okay, so these little bumpy things, you actually want the rubber band to be in those. So it's going to be like that. Sorry, I'm using two different cameras because I don't know which one's going to be best for what we're doing. So that's why I'm moving this around a little bit. Okay, so it's on top of the little bumps. Okay, so you made a game frame. Okay, so that was part B. So that piece is done for right now. Part C, wire the circuit. Okay, step 1. So now we got the lamp back. Ouch. Sorry, guys. So step 1. Turn the connected lamp on its side. Gently separate the two wires. So we're going to pull these apart. Okay, step 2. Plug the red wires from the lamp into the red wires. Okay, so again, we're looking at the wires because the ends are red for everything. The game wires are also all red. Okay, so we have a red wire from the game frame, which has a little paddle, and the red wire in the lamp that has the thing that the paddle goes in. And then in the lamp, the red wire that has a little paddle, and in the game frame, the little thing that the paddle goes in. So we're just going to match those up. So we're going to connect all the red wires. Okay. Make sure you connect only the red wires, not the black ones. Yeah. Okay, scuff the metal balls. Okay, so these are for the game. So we're going to scuff these things with the scratchy pads. I better check my time. So we stuff these with the scratchy pads, so they're not going to be all nice and shiny anymore. And again, be careful of this silica gel. You don't want pets or people to eat that. Okay, again, there's some kind of coating on this. I'm going to have to get up and check the time on my camera to make sure that I'm not running out of time, because one of my cameras only times for 29 minutes, so excuse me for this. Yep, I got 7 minutes left. Okay, so we want to scuff up these pads. This would be way easy. The balls, we want to get the coating off the balls. It'd be way easier with a piece of sandpaper. So I might not be doing it great because now I'm worried about the time in my camera. Okay, scuff the metal balls until they're not shiny. Wipe off any fuzz with a paper towel. Okay, so this has using 2 of these. I don't know if you can kind of see. It's not as shiny anymore. You're going to want to probably do this more than I'm doing in this video, because these still look too shiny to me. I can feel the coating coming off on my fingers too. So that means you're getting coating dust on things, so you definitely want to make sure you wipe it off. And later on, when you are cleaning off your work area, maybe take something damp and make sure there's no dust around from scuffing all these things. Okay, step 4, set all 3 balls between the dividers. How the heck is that going to work? Oh, I see. They're going to slide down to here? Oh, yeah. Okay. So, first of all, make sure your lamp is turned on. If it doesn't, check the switches on. Try scuffing the balls a little bit more. The lamp should light up. Okay, so my ball... I have not scuffed these balls enough. Because what's supposed to happen, unless I missed something with the black wires, is that the lamp should light up. Oh, you know what? These black wires should have stayed connected. My bad. Okay, so I disconnected everything when I did that, and I disconnected the black wires too. They should have stayed light up. So these are actually scuffed enough. Okay, so it worked. Yay! So it's so now I've wired the game. So now you pull this out to release the. Oh no, I don't want to do that. To release the balls. So I'm not going to do that because I think I want that stick in there. So part D, because I don't want to have to put this thing back in again with the rubber bands. Oh, no, I don't have to do that. Sorry, my bad. I did not pay attention. Sorry, I'm getting nervous about the time. Okay, so there, so you just push it down. You don't have to take the stick out. Awesome. Hope you guys saw that. So you see it's lit up, push it down, they go down. Okay, you wired the game. So now the circuit's in there. So now adding the game board. So now I need this stuff. I need this. I need the other two sticks. I need these other two pieces. I didn't push them out. I'm going to push them out from the back this time, so I keep the paper on it. And this I don't need. Let's see, what else do I need? I need these pieces. So there's this, these. I'll put the balls over there. These pieces. And the sticks. So step one. I'm going to restart the video on the other one. Okay, so okay, sorry I had to give myself some more time on the video. So step one, so you see these shapes? Match the foam shapes. So we're going to match up the shapes. So I got this U shape that I'm going to put on the U shaped piece on U shaped drawing on there. And this one, this other long shape again, I'm going to put here. And take my garbage and put it in the box for later. Okay, so step one, stick them to the matching spots. Poke the 4 stick holders down into the corner slots. Okay, so these are stick holders. They're going to go down. So you can see the sticks are going to go through that hole. Down into the corner slots. Make sure that the hole is on that side, not coming up the same side as the foam pieces. Alrighty. So there's that. Step 3, match the triangles near the green U. What? Match up the triangles near the green. Oh, so there's little triangles here. Near the green U with triangles in the frame. Okay, so there's some triangles on this frame. I see them. So they're on the side away from all this stuff. So there's the triangles. Hopefully you can see them. In here. Okay, be careful because all this is wired, or you could take these apart and then put the wires back. Okay, so match up the triangles. So this triangle goes, okay, so this is just telling us how to put the board in. Lower the game board into the frame and slide sticks through the holes. Oh, okay, so we want this thing. So we're going to put the sticks through here, but we're going to want them to go through the holes. So you want to put it, don't put it in like this, put it in like this. So we can put those sticks in. And then we can lower it, and you're going to hold it and put these sticks in through the holes. All right, so this is going to keep it from falling down. All right, and like here's the bumper. And I guess the balls go through there. Okay, lower and slide the sticks through the holes and the stick holders on the back. Do this again in the front. Okay, so now, right now, this looks like the picture. You've added the game board. Okay, how to play. Dim the lights in the room and place one ball between the green U. So, I'm not going to dim, I can't dim the lights because I'm trying to record right now. I think you'll see this light up okay. So I'm going to move these directions out of the way so we can see this. Okay, so it says, dim the lights, place the ball in the U. Use the stick closest to you. Ah! Oh, okay, so you're going to tilt the board. So you're going to be using these sticks to control how the thing... Okay, so this is going to be bad because I'm terrible at these games. So hopefully I can get it to light up. Okay, so you're going to control where it goes. And then it should go through the holes. Now, you can see that one of these balls isn't enough to make the lamp light up. Let's make sure it's on first. Nope, yep, it's on. Okay, so now we're going to do another one. And now we're going to do one more. Okay, the problem is they need to go in the separate things. So I want to show you what happened. So they need to go in the right holes, because that's what happens, right? So you want it to go in the holes kind of in order, I guess. Or make it one ball go through one hole, not through the same holes. So honestly, I don't want you watching me try to do that. I think it's going to be super boring to watch Miss Gross try to do this. Okay. So please feel free to fast forward through this. Little hole. See, but they still went on top of each other. So, I'm not going to keep trying to play the game. You can see how it's supposed to work. You can play it yourself. I'm sure you're going to be way better at it than I am. I am not good at games. Okay, so you're going to keep doing that until you get to light up. If you get it in the thing, and then when you want to get rid of the balls, you're going to push down. I mean, you want the balls back. You can do what I did, but you shouldn't. I don't want to keep pulling out this stick. There's a release mechanism here. So you just release the balls, pick it up, try it again. I'm going to see one last time. I'm going to cheat and see if I can get it to light up. There you go. So if you do it right, it's not as easy as it looks. You can get it to light up. And that's it. You've made a lamp and a game. So if you want to just use the lamp after that, and you don't want to be playing with the game, but you want to use the lamp, I always turn it off before you disconnect wires. So I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to disconnect these wires from the game. I'm going to connect them back to each other. And I'm going to turn it back on. And now I can have my lamp by itself if I want the lamp by itself. And again, when you want to release the balls, you can just push the sticks down. There they are. I would keep the little bag if I were you, because these things are going to end up all over the place. I know in my house, the cat's going to grab them. Okay, so you might want to keep this with your game. And that's it. This was a lot. Okay, there's a lot of steps to this. It's a pretty cool project. You can kind of see how the smaller holes look better. So these bigger ones are the toothpick, the smaller ones are the pin. But again, it really hurt my fingers pushing it with the pin, so I needed a thimble. Okay, and you can make your own designs. So I can't wait to see your things. And also, a lot of you, I think, have construction paper you got sent home. You can cut a piece of construction paper, so different colors, and put it here. You could use tissue paper so it kind of shines through a little bit. So there's lots of ways you can get creative with this nice little lamp. Don't forget to turn it off so you don't waste your batteries. And that's it. So I hope you have fun making it. I can't wait to see yours. I hope this video was helpful to you.